44-21. They didn't look good, but like I said, it's week 1. So you got to have almost week 2 before you can start to gauge anything, because you need something to compare against. You need something to compare against. Because we don't know until you see the Cardinals play against another team. Were they that bad, or were the Chiefs that good? Because I have a question. I think the Cardinals peaked a year or so ago, and I think they're on their way back down. I think you paid the midget. The midget is not hungry anymore. The midget is not going to perform and operate in the way that you want the midget to operate, and that franchise is going to crash and fucking burn, man. And he's going down. He's going to drag him down, and I'm telling you, I think that dude ends up taking a shot at baseball before the longevity of his career is over. I really believe that. I don't think he's got, his heart is in the National Football League. I just don't. And I think if they have the type of adversity that I think they're going to have this season, they're not a team that I had picked to be among the top. They just weren't from the very giddy up. So I think this one's a very winnable game, obviously based on what happened last game. I think the Raiders on offense will come in much more sharp. I think they're going to come in a little more consistent. And I think you're going to see a little more connection. The offense just looked disconnected, man. It just looked like a car that wasn't firing on all cylinders. You know, it's all nice and shiny and it looked pretty at the line, and then they stepped on the gas. It just didn't quite run right. There just wasn't something right. So I think they get it clicking a little more this week. I think you see the Raiders rise, and I think you see the continuance of the falling of the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to have a rough season. I think they're going to have a rough start, and I think that's going to play into the attitude of the midget, and that franchise is going to crash and burn. Dude, you don't hook your franchise to a guy like that. You just don't. I think it was a bad move. I'm going to give them 13. I'm going to take one away from that. I think it's going to be 2 field goals and a touchdown. So I'll give them 13, and I will give the Raiders 31. 31-13. For you dyslexic folks, there you go. There's some fucking eye candy for you. 31-13.